So, hi everyone, teacher Zdenek here. We were supposed to have a class with Helen today, but unfortunately, she had an emergency. Don't worry, she's safe and sound. As far as I know, she just couldn't make it today. So, I'm sorry if you got confused by the thumbnail because it was saying that we would have Helen today and we would be talking about the bathroom. Instead, we have someone else here, someone who is making a debut. Hello.
Hello.
It's your first ever lesson on YouTube. Am I right?
Yeah,
Okay, great. No pressure, no pressure. What's your name?
my name is Matthius, as you can see.
Yeah,
I'm from
exactly.
Slovakia, and not sure what else I can say about myself. I like color green.
You like green color.
Yeah,
Okay, well, there's not much green in the background where you are right now, but
I mean,
why didn't you should have painted your walls green then?
this is green, weird one, but green.
I must be colorblind then if that's green. That's like light blue. What are you talking about? That's light
Oh,
blue and yellow.
this is green. Just the lighting is a bit off.
Okay, something wrong with my eyes. I'm going to see an optician right after this class. No problem. I'll definitely do that. So, Matthias, thank you. First of all, thank you for filling in for Helen. Yeah, thank you for replacing Helen today. And yeah, thanks for being so flexible. And today we are going to talk about. Well, I always give a choice to my students. And what was your pick then?
My choice was your voice.
My voice.
Well, the name of topic is your voice, so I just
Yeah, I
said
know.
that.
I'm just kidding. A
I
stupid
sup-
joke. Stupid
Is
joke.
my voice or your voice?
Anybody's voice. It's called your voice. Honestly, it
Alright.
could just be called our voice or just voice. Doesn't matter really. I thought it might be clickbaity if I call it your voice, because people will be like, "What? My voice? I want to watch that video," and they click it, and they're like, "Ha!" And before you know it, they are already drawn into the video, and they can't stop watching. I'm sure that's what's happening to the 6 people who are live right now. I'm sure that's what's happening to them. By the way, people, I'm talking to you now, you 6. If you're here, please let us know in the comments. I would like to hear from you, and I'm sure so would Matthias. For example, Monica is here. Hi, Monica.
Hi,
How are you
Monica.
today? How are you? You okay, Matthias?
Just a little bit sick.
I hope
You
you're
can.
not sick of recording this video, though.
Oh, not of this. I have like slight allergies and stuff like
Yeah.
that since it's my season.
Look what I have here.
Oh, that I don't need that.
Everything within easy reach. Yeah, I have it. I just grab my hand and it's here. Pills, tissues. Today I went to the Tesco to buy one of those drops, like nose drops. But
What?
drops for no, like, because
Oh,
when you have a runny nose during the season. But there was a long queue, so I went inside the supermarket instead, and I was like, I will come back later. And guess what? I forgot about it, so no drops for me. Yeah. Well, anyway, that's not what we are supposed to be talking about here. But you know what? Before we get to the topic of your voice or my voice or whoever's voice, why don't we tell my viewers here where we know each other from, let's say, or how we
um,
know each other.
well, we got to know each other like 1 or 2 years ago
Hmm.
when I joined your game on Tabletop Simulator that you created and you are still developing it. And then
Yeah.
and because I like tabletop games, I kinda joined it, and well, we continued to talk with each other. We became friends, and now I'm in Achiever Chamber, where we most talk together. And now
Yeah.
I'm here.
So when you said tabletop, you enjoy playing tabletop games.
Yeah.
What kind of games are they? What's tabletop games? Some people might not
Tabletop
understand.
games are board games, card games, role-playing games, and yeah,
Games like those, yeah.
yeah. Also,
Yeah,
you can have
exactly.
some card games in there.
Yeah, that's right. And there's a place where you can play these games online, and it's something you can buy on Steam, which is like a gaming platform, the most, I would say, the most popular one, right? Like you have also like Epic Game Stores and others,
Yeah,
but
but Steam is more popular.
mhm. And it's called Tabletop Simulator, and I highly, highly recommend buying it. It's worth the money. Believe me, it's magic. Like it's amazing. Like imagine all those boxes that I have behind me and many, many more, and it's all there. You can play all games you can imagine. All games from Monopoly, Scrabble, chess, and more games that people don't know, like code names maybe and others. Yeah. For example, lately we have been playing some Gloomhaven, right?
Yeah.
Gloomhaven. It's a great game.
So you
So you join.
basically
Sorry. I'll let you talk.
so basically you just spent like 20 euros on this game, and you get like basically every board game for free if you can find it.
Yeah. Well, it's almost all games are there. Like sometimes I found like two games that were not there. You know, so
Yeah.
most of the games are there. It's called Tabletop Simulator, and we, by the way, we don't work for them. Yeah, if you're wondering, like, is this paid promotion? No, it's not. Unfortunately, not. I wish it was. Okay, it's called Tabletop Simulator. And guys, as an English teacher, I absolutely love that place, and I am 100% convinced that this is a game changer. If you want to take your English to that, let's say, upper intermediate, advanced level, and even beyond, get Tabletop Simulator. Fall in love with playing board games because you will be surprised. But you actually, it's so easy to meet people there. It's so easy to find friends who you start playing board games regularly. You just need to be a little bit. You just need to enjoy it. Yeah, that's the main thing. Not everybody has the patience, right, to play these games. Some of them are shorter. Some of them last longer. You need to know what you want, right? What you need, what you are looking for. So that's how we met with Matthius. Yeah, I made this game called Kingdoms of Deceit. It has never been published, but it's there on Tabletop Simulator, so people can play it. And it's a bit kind of, how would we describe it?
Bit complex.
Yeah, it's a bit more complex, maybe not for beginners. Let's say. Yeah. Anyway, that's how we got to know each other. And as
Yeah.
you said, then you joined the Achievers Chamber, yeah, which is the Discord group that I have for English learners, which is a very nice, vibrant place with a good vibe, which is growing as we speak every day. Not every day, really, but once in a while we have a new member. And generally speaking, people don't leave, so they stay there. And we have these events and stuff like that, conversation classes, and sometimes we play games together on Tabletop Simulator as well. And Matthius is one of the members, so he has the opportunity to do these Facebook. No, but maybe this is on Facebook too. But YouTube YouTube live lessons. Yeah, if you are a silver or golden member, you can do this. Right, Leah, it's nice to have you here. Thanks for stopping by. Who else do we have? Nadia, I think Nadia, I believe, is also from the Achievers Chamber. Yeah, hi Nadia, a fellow English teacher. That's
Hi.
another. That's another cool thing about the group. Yeah, we have currently there four English teachers, including myself. Nadia is one of them. So different nationalities as well. Hi, Walt. Good to have you here too. So, Matthius, it's time to let you speak, really. Yeah. So we are talking about voice. And guys, I welcome all of you watching to leave comments. It will help your English. You will practice English. We will make this show more interactive. I say show, it's a lesson. as well as that, it helps this channel if you leave questions. Yeah. So this is my first question for Matthius, and you guys feel free to answer it too. Matthius, are you happy with your own voice?
Well, that's a really good question, and I have to say that I'm happy with my voice. I can't imagine myself being with another voice.
Really? Why
Well, I can
not?
imagine myself, but it will be just weird because when you are like after some times you get used to it, and then when you try different voices like these
So would
act
you,
ones,
right? You mean
when
like with
you
the
try to like
voice changers, or you
yeah
use voice
voice
changers
changing,
and
it
software? We
just
have
sounds
different software.
scuffed, or you can just use oh hi it's me. It just sounds really bad.
Yeah, I have never ever heard of these voice changing softwares. By the way, guys, I've never. I don't know what he's talking.
Talking about? No idea whatsoever. How would you like this voice? Yeah? Would you respect such a teacher with this voice?
Or do I need to sound like this? Matthias, take your pick. I can also be this, you know.
Oh, this? Okay,
So I
I
can
think that.
choose between the annoying minion, or I can choose you to be a villain.
Yeah, that's enough. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you would say that you're generally happy with
Yes.
your own voice. Is that a good thing? Is it a good thing to be happy with one's own voice? Is that important? You think for people's confidence or
I think it is because if you are not happy with your own voice, you are kind of stuck with it,
yeah?
and you eventually get used to it. You kind of ignore that you even have that your own voice is like a different type. It speaks. It has different color to it,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Yeah. Well, obviously your voice is green. We know that. Because that's your favorite color, as you told us. Yeah. I mean, I think it's really important to be happy with kind of all parts of your body if you come to think of it. I think often when people are not happy with their own voice, they might be like insecure, self-conscious, and it's usually not just the voice. Could be lot other things, and the more you're comfortable with with who you are. Yeah. And of course nobody is perfect, right? But
Uh, yeah.
the more you accept who you are, and you accept your own, let's say, imperfections is the right word, imperfections, then the more you you have an easier life. Would you agree with that, Matthias?
Yeah, because you don't even have to think that if you accept something that is bad about you, you can just kinda ignore it, or you can eventually find something to help you. Like my
Yeah.
hair is like the skin in my hair, well, under my hair is like really, well, it dries up pretty quickly, and well, I have these.
What does it do? What?
It dries up. Not sure what's
Okay,
the
okay, okay.
exact
Yeah, yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
So I
Oh,
use
that's a
different
good
shampoos.
that's a good
And,
you have to use different kind of shampoos, right? Okay.
yeah, and I
But
actually
isn't
had
that
to
a good
change it.
thing? Like some women watching this, they would love to have hair like that, because it takes them like hours to dry it, and sometimes they have to use a
Oh,
hair dryer as well, right?
yeah, that also, but mostly I'm talking about the skin when you like have under your hair.
Okay, you're
It's
not talking
really
about the
dry.
hair itself. Okay.
I'm not well a little bit. My hair is really dry even when it's soaking wet. So
Okay, so let's say we put you outside in the middle of heavy rain, and you stand there for 1 hour, and when then you come back home, and then there's no raindrops falling off you. Then is that what's happening?
a little bit, yeah. But
Okay.
mostly when you touch my hair when it's wet, it's like it's it's dry for some reason.
Wow. You are an anomaly. You know this word anomaly.
Yeah. Or
Um,
or some people call me that I'm a glitch in a matrix.
Glitch in Matrix. I love that.
Yeah.
Anomaly or glitch in. I'm writing this down because we can go through it later. A glitch in Matrix. Good expressions. Right. Okay. I like your answers, Matthius. But we have no. Oh, we do have some answers here from our viewers. Excellent. And Thais also made her appearance. Thanks for watching, Thais. And apparently, she likes the topic. You know, I came up with this by chance. I was like, what topics am I going to offer to Matthius? So I had the topic of bathroom, and one more I can't remember, and
Wait, I have it
your
open
voice.
here. It was summer sports.
Yeah, summer sports. Yeah. Okay, summer sports, your voice, and bathroom. Okay. So okay, cool. And Nadia says that the second version was similar to mine early in the morning. Croaky. The second version. Oh, I think she's referring to.
This voice.
I love when you like. The best thing about it is when I laugh. Maybe it's not so much. Maybe it's not so much fun for people watching and my guests, but I enjoy. As long as I enjoy myself, you know.
Yeah,
If
I
you
can
don't
say
like
that
it,
you're
you should.
addicted to it.
Sure. You know, if you
Sure.
don't like it, guys, you shouldn't have sent me the mixer. One of the listeners of my podcast donated a mixer to me. It was a gift. I received the mixer as a gift. If you're wondering what a mixer is this thing. Yeah. And I can like press this button here to change,
My voice, you know.
And now I sound like this.
you know. So that's a mixer, and it's too late now, guys. I'm afraid. I have a mixer, so I might as well use it. Okay, so Matthius, it's time for another question. Let's see. Here we go. Do you sometimes talk to yourself?
Huh. This is a weird question because I talk to myself because since I'm like creating my book, I'm writing it down. I'm kind of talking to myself to see what fits in the story when two people are talking between each other,
Mhm.
and eventually something that I like firstly thought that was correct. It didn't sound natural for somebody to say it, and then I'm constantly saying it over and over again to see what fits in.
Yeah.
And this is how I mostly talk to myself.
Okay, so it doesn't seem like you're crazy because you're justifying it and it makes sense. You know, if you are writing a book, I mean, that if it helps, you know, why wouldn't you do that, right? Now, do you talk to yourself out loud or silently?
Both.
And you froze, and you are back. It's okay. It's okay. You're back.
Yeah, both.
Mhm.
So sometimes it's better to do it out loud, and sometimes I do it in my head
Yeah.
when somebody is thinking and they're saying something to themselves to like
Yeah.
try to live like that person or try to be in their skin. Not sure which thing is
Yeah.
the
Yeah. Try to put yourself into
their
somebody's
shoes.
shoes. Yeah. You put yourself into somebody's shoes, or you put yourself into their shoes. Let's say. That's the expression. I'm just gonna write it down for us. Yeah. Okay. And what if somebody is around? Do you still talk to yourself? Like if I don't know, your friends are nearby, do you still talk to yourself, or do you tend to do it silently?
When my friends are around, I don't like talk to myself because I am writing a book mostly in like private near my computer where I write it down. But sometimes when I'm like outside and I think of some really good story or conversation, I mostly like think it in my head. Then I go home and then I basically re-talk it just to see if it fits in.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, what about you, viewers? Do you sometimes talk to yourself? And do you think that people who talk to themselves could be a little bit crazy? I mean, I can think of good reasons to talk to oneself, and I don't think people are crazy. You could use this method as a way to learn a language too, I suppose. You know, if you have no one to talk to, or if no one is available, then you could talk to yourself. It never really worked for me, actually. I just never could do it because it's so unnatural. It feels unnatural for me, and I'm this extroverted kind of person. I'm an extrovert, so I prefer talking to real people. But I do remember talking to myself before some important exams, like at university and stuff like that. So I can see some benefits of talking to oneself. All right, then. So let's carry on. What else do we have here? What kind of person? Sorry, are you the kind of person that likes to voice their opinion? And we need to make sure you understand this question first. So um, it's not necessarily about. We're not necessarily talking about voice as we did before, but it's like it's an expression to voice your opinion. Can you guess
Yeah,
what it means, Matthias?
that you are trying to like put yourself out there to express your opinion.
Very good expression to put yourself out there. I like it. Yeah, you say what you think, basically. Yeah, often it's about a topic that people have opposing views on, some kind of controversial topic, let's say. So, where do you belong? Which which category do you belong to?
I kinda depends on what, because about things that I'm passionate about, I kinda like to try to um like tell people what I really think and what I can
Mm,
see about it, because I have like a really wide views on world and on stuff. I can see things and like know a lot about communities online,
mm,
and I can like differentiate what is good and what is bad. But I mostly don't express my opinion if it's like something that I don't really understand. I mostly ask about it if somebody would be willing to talk about it. But
yep.
I also use this when I'm like really when I already know this topic, but but I always want to see what that person wants to like say, because sometimes the opinion could be just unjustified and they just say it because I'm just stop cutting myself off because it's like popular.
Yeah. Yeah. They're just jumping on the bandwagon. There's just
or
whatever is trending, they're gonna say the same thing. They're just
or they are going to do the exact opposite, and
oh yeah,
they're
that's right. That's also a common like a common attitude, let's say.
trying to be special.
Yeah, it's trying to stand out or trying to I sometimes do that do that. Trying to like um to rebel, right? To a little bit rebel, not to be the same as everyone else because it's boring. Let's be honest, like to be the sheep. That's why maybe this channel, Teacher Zdenek channel, I think it's actually quite unique in what I do here. You know, I don't know. You guys tell me if you have ever seen anything like this before, for good and worse. Yeah, for what's the expression for for good and bad? Is that an expression like that? For better and worse. For better and worse. That's the one. For better and worse. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm an English teacher, yeah, and it's quite actually. I would say it's. I'm putting myself in a vulnerable position here as a teacher. Right now, I wasn't sure about this expression. I managed to correct myself. I believe the expression is for better and worse. But most teachers they just pre-record the videos, yeah, because it's easier. It's easier, and they can edit it, and all the mistakes and hesitations, and if things go bad, they can take it out, they can edit it out. But this is unique, right? This is unique. It just happens here, right now. I can't take it back. It's all live. My guest is also okay with it, which is not easy for English learners, right? So all my guests are, I think all my guests are special. All the Achievers Chamber members that do this, they're extra special because I think, it's not easy. I mean, maybe for you're much younger than me, Matthius. Yeah, you're a representative of the younger generation. So maybe for your generation, you're like the TikTok generation, right? Maybe for you this is easier. But for my generation, a lot of people are terrified of like doing lives on Instagram and on Facebook, and they just, oh no, please no, anything but this. How do you see it?
Um, well, I'm actually 1 year above the TikTok generation.
Are you
So
proud of it that you're 1 year above the TikTok? What does it mean that you are not? You missed it. You missed it. You're not TikTok generation yet.
yeah, and I'm
Is that
thankful.
what and you are?
And I'm thankful for it.
Okay, Matthius is a massive TikTok fan. Everyone? No, quite the opposite. Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
like it.
It's just really weird, and
It is weird. Yeah, I don't get it myself. I don't get it. It's just weird. Yeah, because there's nothing there. There's nothing happening there. It's just like short. Okay, I understand the funny aspect of it. Like some of the videos are quite funny, but then it does get repetitive, and it's just
yeah.
what's the
The
value
thing,
in it?
the
I don't
thing
get it.
about it is that you have like these few golden eggs in like the sea of eggs.
Oh, you mean
There
the
is
people, the TikTokers?
yeah, you
Yeah.
have some golden qualities in few, but then you have like these like I don't want to offend anyone, but
Swear. You don't want to swear.
some are like
Low,
bad,
low, low quality
low of effort. Like
rubbish.
they
You could use the word rubbish.
yeah.
Rubbish, like streamers or whatever you call them, TikTokers.
Yeah, and they are basically copying themselves and trying to be unique, even though they really aren't. It's mostly about being popular by
Yeah.
few videos and
No, because it's easy to start your TikTok account. So it's easy, I guess, to. You know what I have seen there? I've got a TikTok account. I'm not very. I have only about 13 followers there because I have just uploaded like 3 videos there. I'm not very active, but I do have a TikTok account. Teacher Zdenek. Everyone, follow me there if you have TikTok, and let's double the number of my followers right here, right now, and see what happens. Yeah, maybe I will go viral with my videos after that. But now I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I've noticed that some TikTokers are like good. I can see why people might watch them. Maybe it's like someone who is good looking, let's say, or they're funny. Reasons like that, yeah, good looking, funny. But I've also noticed some TikTokers who are just really, really weird or just stupid, or like it's hard to explain. Not stupid, but like I think people watch them because they are like the antithesis, like the exact opposite of what a celebrity would be like. Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
these almost like, I don't want to say losers, but they come across as losers, but that's why people watch them, because it's like cool. I don't get it. I don't get it.
You have to sometimes wonder what is going inside their heads.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, thank you, Thais. I think you're referring to this show or live English lesson. Thank you for saying that. What singers do you prefer listening to, male or female? Okay, so we are back to the topic of voice. I like this question. So, Matthius, it's for you.
Well, I don't
think it's
prefer either, but some like voice lines you can say, or well, basically or scripts are better fit for female and some for male.
I
And if
agree.
you actually combine it in a song, when you have like male and female, like
Like a
oh,
duet.
yeah, duet, you have like this really great contrast,
Yeah,
and
you're right. Yeah.
it basically makes the song better, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think it's
But
it's a
some songs are better if there is only one genre.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. No, I agree. It's a very, very strong argument. For me personally, I actually prefer a female voice because I'm a big fan of genre called vocal trance. Vocal trance, which is like a sub genre of trance. Well, if you don't know what a trance is, then you will probably not understand what vocal trance is. But anyway, it's like a version where there's a singer, yeah, but there's a voice, like voice, and I don't know. It just feels like a female voice works really well when it comes to this type of music. So yeah, okay. Nadia says some TikTok videos are silly, although you get glued for hours. I can see why it would happen to people. I did end up getting stuck on TikTok, but only like once or twice, and then I never did it again because it was like I just can't. But I understand the appeal because they just come one after another in a quick succession, right? And it's like often the algorithm shows you the best ones as well, so it's like I understand why some people might get glued to the screen. I really like this expression, by the way, Nadia. Okay, let's see. Let's see. We might not be able to go through all the questions here, but okay. You know what? I'm gonna skip a few questions here. I'm just gonna choose the more viable ones. Let's say. Okay, let's see. Why do you think that most smart speakers have a female voice? I'm
Oh.
proud of this question. You know what I'm talking about? Smart speakers, right? I don't mean
Mm,
I don't mean speakers at press conferences or TED talkers. No, no. I don't mean professors who give speeches at TED talks. No, I mean the electronic devices called smart speakers.
oh, these ones.
Yeah, Alexa, for example. I have got one. Alexa, hello. She says hello.
All right. Um, well, what I noticed, a lot of these smart speakers have actually option for male voice,
Oh,
but it's
really?
yeah, you can actually set for some. I
Yeah.
think Google has that option,
Hmm.
but mostly they have female voice because they. How do I say this? It's just to appeal to people, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're probably right. So the default setting. Yeah, so what you're saying is that there's often the option to change the voice. You can change the gender, right? But the default setting, the factory setting, is usually female, right? Alexa, the name, it's a female name, right? Alexa. Then you have got Siri. It's also a female, right? So their voice is female. So she started talking to me because she thought I was talking to her, right? Um, yeah, I don't know what it is about these smart speakers. Why are they all females? You tell us. You tell us, viewers, if you have a theory.
Maybe something about um I don't want to seem like going against women, but it's
Be careful. Don't be sexist, Matthias. Don't be
yeah, I'm
sexist.
trying to like think about it. Yeah, this is a stupid theory.
Don't say that. I don't
That's
care.
why
You
I'm not
can say what you
saying it.
want, but you will be judged by all these people watching here. Yeah. So be careful what you say. It may be used against you in the court of justice. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know about this. It might have been
Mm.
like let's have a female voice. It might be appealing. It might be because females have like this lighter voice, and it's a bit better to listen to.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's it. It's like softer. Female voice is more. It's like softer, less aggressive in a way, less intimidating, maybe less dominating or something like that. So it's like kind of more soothing. I think that's my theory. It's more soothing, and that's why most people prefer hearing that. But I could be completely wrong, and I'm probably putting my foot in it and insulting someone here by saying what I'm saying. But here's Thais. I wanted to hear this. Thais uses a male smart speaker, by the way. Okay, but as far as I know, Thais is a female. So is it that females prefer male voices and males prefer female voices? Could it be that?
Well, I prefer both.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I understand. It's okay. So I honestly, yeah, it could be that. And maybe when it comes to technology, men, I think, are the kind of people that if someone buys a piece of technology, it's probably gonna be a man. Like they're more likely to be interested in technology, I think, than women. Again, I'm sorry if this is a stereotype or something, but it's just my own way of seeing this. Yeah. So anyway, okay. Yeah. I think Nadia, what you mean is that I'm on a dangerous going under the knife. Doesn't that mean to have an operation?
That's a guillotine reference.
Okay,
You
guillotine
are
reference.
you are going under the guillotine.
Yeah, but there's also like an expression to go under the knife, which means to have an operation, right? But I think what Nadia means is that I'm on thin ice. If you're on thin ice, it means I have to tread lightly. I have to tread lightly. Also another British English expression is I'm on a dangerous ground. I have to be careful what I say next. You're absolutely right, Nadia. So that's why I started reading your comment rather than carry on talking what I was talking about. Thais is annoyed little little bit to hear female voices everywhere. Thais, where are you from? I might be interested in moving to your country if there are female voices everywhere.
I suppose
Uh,
it's like these advertisements that you see on TV. Basically, every advertisement has a female voice. That might be
that's
why.
right. Well, that's probably why Thais decided to watch this show, this live English lesson, because she saw two blokes, two lads, talking to each other and having male voices. But if this is too male for someone, if there's too much masculinity for you people, don't worry, I can fix this.
This. Don't worry about it at all. You see? Magic. It's all magic. Just press this button here and Bob's your uncle.
Okay, Thais is from Estonia. Hello to Estonia, Thais. A very nice country. I've never been there, but I would like to go there one day. It's one of the we say Baltic countries, right? I think so. Estonia, Lithuania, and Latvia. Yeah, I hope I said it right. If not, then my geography teacher from my high school might not
Oh
be
yeah,
very happy.
it's not in Baltic.
It's Baltic states, right? Don't we say Baltic states? We do.
I mean, it's next to Russia.
Baltic countries. Yeah, it's correct. It's correct. It's like a unifying term. It's like a unifying because it's next to the Baltic Sea, isn't it?
Wait. Oh yeah, you might be right because I have no
Yeah.
idea where the Baltic
Yeah,
Sea
I
is.
can see it with my own eyes. There's a map. Uh, there's there's the Baltic Sea, yeah, and these countries are there, and there's also
All right.
Kaliningrad there, which obviously that's
Yeah, I can
you know,
see it.
Kaliningrad. There's gonna be some stuff going
All
on
right.
now because yeah, that's Russian.
But
Kaliningrad is Russian
yeah,
as well.
but Baltic Sea is somewhere that somewhere different that I was like thinking.
Oh, you thought Baikal?
Yeah,
Come on,
Balkan.
that's Balkan. You thought Balkan? Come on,
Yeah, the
that's in
Balkans.
that's in the south. Yeah, it's also near Finland, as Thais says. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Volt says YouTube Shorts are the same. Hold your attention, but there are sometimes useful life hacks. Right.
Yeah.
You. I
How
think
I
he's
said.
comparing. I think he's comparing YouTube Shorts to TikTok. TikTok videos. I think that's what he's saying. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you'll find like these gems that are like actually useful. Sometimes like learn about how to actually properly wash your clothes or a few specific ones.
Yeah.
And it's
Or wash
sometimes
your
really
hair.
useful.
Wash your dry
Yeah.
hair or something. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah. Yeah. It could be useful as well, but most of the videos are just silly, right? Just useless.
Actually, about the topic of this, actually, you can break the YouTube algorithm with these YouTube shorts by just posting the same video 42,000 times.
40. It has to be 42,000 times. Okay.
No,
Um,
no, the more the better.
but you said 42,000 times, so I wonder
Oh
if it's
yeah,
this
because
specific number.
42,000 times was actually a single video, the most posted one.
Okay.
The video that was the most posted on YouTube
I see. I
Shorts.
see. So are you suggesting that I start doing that then?
No,
Thanks,
because they are
because I
going to because they are going to be taken down.
okay.
Because YouTube is
I'm
actually
I won't
trying
give up so
to
easily. I won't give up so easily. Oh, you mean taken down by
YouTube.
YouTube? Okay, yeah, got it. Makes sense.
Yeah, because basically these are bots, like robots, and they try to find these similar channels, and they basically subscribe and watch these channels to basically make money.
They watch these channels to make money and to entertain themselves. They are robots.
Yeah. Also,
I, I,
they eventually get to the point where they are verified. They get like a lot of ads. They get a lot of more money. It actually shows to people that are not robots.
yeah,
And yeah,
yeah. I think I've had some of these visitors on my own YouTube channel. I had to ban them. Cool guys. Not really. I don't like them so much. I prefer real people like Thais or Nadia or Volt or Leah or Monica. All right. I think that will be it. I've got a few more questions, but we need to do the feedback quickly because I've got in about 20 minutes. I've got another lesson. Yeah, another lesson. So not on YouTube. It's a one-to-one private lesson. If any of you are interested in having lessons with me, please. Sorry, Matthias. I have to do that.
I can
It's
know.
my
I
job. It's
know.
my job. I didn't used to do that. I just had a podcast. I've had my Zdenek's English podcast for about now 8 years. I've been recording it for so long. When I started, I was just doing it for fun. I was just having fun, interviewing people. The audience was growing. It was interesting to communicate with my listeners and stuff like that. I was experimenting on the podcast, learning how to do things, correcting my own mistakes as well. And then now now that I'm a self-employed English teacher, now the podcast, as well as this YouTube video, it has this second purpose. It's not just for me to have fun, but it's for me to promote myself, to show people in the world that I exist and I can teach and I can help them with their English. Yeah. So it's marketing, everyone. Sorry, you're probably now disappointed. You thought you were watching because I don't know why you would be watching. Probably because
It,
you
it,
thought
it was actually the f- uh, the funny voice. The way that you said it was like funny. That why I was laughing.
Sorry, I'm lost now.
Oh yeah, because you said it like these like funny way, and I just started laughing. Even though it
Oh.
was not it was not really funny. It was just out of nowhere.
Yeah, because I can't do it very well. You know, I should be more on the ball. I should be like, and now we take a little break, and it's time to tell you about my English lessons. If you want to improve your English in 1 week, if you want to level up, get from B2 level to C1 in 1 week,
Try to use the mixer.
pay for my lessons, and just by magic, you will suddenly speak like the best English speaker in the world. I don't know. I was looking for some kind of good comparison, but I couldn't find it. So no, that's not how it works, ladies and gentlemen. It's all hard work. Yes, it is usually hard work. Nobody wants to hear that. This is why I'm terrible at promotion, because I know the truth, Matthius. Because I know the truth. It's usually hard work and motivation. You need to enjoy it. You need to be motivated. You need to know why you're learning it. And if you're highly motivated and if you enjoy yourself and if you do enough of it, if you practice a lot, listening, speaking, reading, writing, the stuff we do in the Achievers Chamber, everyone, yeah, then of course you will make progress, but you will probably not level up in 1 week. We don't level up in 1 week when we play Gloomhaven, do we? You know, it takes a few scenarios to level up. So
Yeah.
that's my point. Anyway, I probably messed up this promotion bit. I didn't really plan it. Yeah, sales. It's exactly what it is, Nadia. It's a sales pitch. It's a sales pitch. I don't know if it was a good sales pitch. Probably not. You know, I don't think they will start writing books about how to do a good sales pitch, setting me as their example in that book. I don't think they're gonna do that. I don't think so. Maybe they will. They will set me as a negative example. Don't do it like this. If you do it like this, no one will ever buy anything from you. Enough of this. Matthius, thank you very much. Oh, feedback. I promised the feedback, didn't I? Don't worry, it's not too long. I was making some notes. It's not too long. So here we go. Let me just change the layout here. Yeah, here we go. So, as part of these live lessons, Matthius, yeah, this is you. You see lesson 48. This is today's date. This is your name. Oh, it's 2022, everyone. It's not 21 anymore, right? Your first language is Slovakian. I believe you are a decent C1 level. And the topic was your voice. This is my color coding, explaining how I do things. If there's a mistake in a sentence, I make it red. If there's some useful vocabulary, then it's blue. And if there's a pronunciation issue, it's purple.
There's going to be a lot of purple. I know it already.
Yeah, to be honest, it's the easiest to notice, you know, sometimes as well for me.
Yeah.
So I like to teach pronunciation a lot, by the way. So let's see. Let's start with this, Matthius. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
it's already
I have known
no.
you. I have known you for a long time, and this is your fossilized error. It's like something you really, really should work on. Yeah. How should you say this, Matthius? How should you pronounce this?
No.
So you know it, but sometimes it just happens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this K is silent. Do you know any more words like that have a silent K?
Sound K.
You know, what do you use for cutting?
Knife.
Yeah. Mhm.
Knife.
Or stabbing someone. Yes. Knife. Yeah. And then this knit. What else? Knot. And so on and so forth. Obviously, there are more words. You can let us know in the comments if you can think of anything else. Let's deal with the pronunciation issues first. So sometimes when you want to say this word, Matthius, it sounds like this word. So
Which one?
can you see it?
No, because our like videos are overrated, or our cameras are overrated, so I can see it.
Really? Oh, hang on. I shouldn't be doing this. Yeah. Okay. Now, how about now?
Yeah, I can see it. Boat and boat.
It sounds like you're saying the same word twice, but there's a different pronunciation. The first one, you need to pronounce this th here, Matthius. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
boat,
both, both.
boat, boat,
It's like as if you are spitting.
both.
Both.
Both,
Just both.
both.
Yeah, both
Yeah.
people. Yeah. Better is better now. And this one is just boat.
Both.
Yeah. Both. Both.
Both. Yeah.
Better.
Alright.
It's better. You can work on it a little bit, but it's better now. And then here I've noticed that sometimes when you should pronounce the W as what, you pronounce it as
What?
the. You
What?
say what? What?
Yeah.
Not always. Yeah, not always. It's what. 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 You need to round your lips.
What?
Yeah. What.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What?
How about this one?
Willing.
Yeah, not willing, but willing.
Willing.
Willing. Yeah.
Willing. Yeah.
What you need to just round your lips. If you say willing, you are smiling. Willing.
Willing.
But you don't smile. You willing. You're like kiss the word willing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Willing.
Yeah. Willing, window, what, and so on. Whale, while, and these two words as well.
Yeah. Word and
Mm.
word.
Mm. Yeah, you need to learn to pronounce this word, Matthias. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's this sound which has this symbol. Yeah, I'll show you. It's a long vowel sound, and the sound appears in both of these words actually. Yeah. So that's the first problem I have. Where are we? That's the first problem I have with this. Second problem is that the way you're pronouncing it, it sounds like you are saying the same word each time. So world.
Word.
Say it.
Word. Word. Oh god.
Mhm. So there is this l sound. World.
Word. Word.
World. You can forget about the r sound in British English. It's not pronounced, yeah? So just
Alright.
forget about the r. World.
Word.
It's like girl, turn, burn,
Word.
world, first, purpose. This is the same sound. This long yeah, world. It's like when when you're like thinking and you don't know like what to say and you're like
Yeah.
it's exactly this sound. Yeah. So you need to try to pronounce it like world. Yeah. And the second word?
Is word. Word.
Same. Word. Try it.
Word.
Better. It's better, yeah. But you need to
Yeah.
work on this a little bit. Okay. Well, we have got. I've noticed. This was a bit weird when you spoke about your book. You said you're kind of creating your book, which is, I guess, okay. But then you said I'm writing it down. You don't write down a book. I think
Yeah.
you write down. You write it down. You
It
make
might
notes.
have been like I'm writing down the stories. This
That's
might be
fine. Yeah.
taken out of context. Or-
Yeah, but maybe if you were referring to the book itself, that you would just say, "I'm writing it"
Yeah.
without down. Yeah, say, "I write a book. I'm writing a book."
Yeah, I'm writing
you-
it. But before this, we talked about like this, and I'm talking to myself, and then I'm using it to like make this communication between people, and this might be the sentence after that, and that's why it's like this.
I think you are misusing this phrasal verb to write down. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I tell you, please write it down, it's like an instruction. I want you to write something down, something else, like copy something that, or like, make a note of something that I have written down. I have written myself, right? So I want you to write it down. You're writing something down. Somebody's calling you. They are telling you a number, and you're writing it down. Yeah, you're like making a note of it. But if you talk about your book, you would just say, "I'm writing my book. I'm writing it, not writing it down. I'm
Yeah.
writing it." Yeah. Okay, and then we've got like a lot of interesting vocabulary here. This seems like a simple thing, but it's actually quite useful. When I think when I asked Matthius one of my questions, his response was, "That's a good question." I just want to say that this is a very useful way to answer any question if you need to buy yourself more time. There might be some situations when you don't know exactly what to say, or you sort of need to go over it in your head first, which is absolutely normal, absolutely natural. And for example, if you're asked a question during an IELTS exam or any kind of exam, you can use this tactic or this strategy to buy yourself more time. Obviously, try not to say it all the time, but occasionally this is quite useful. Then I use the word anomaly. Do you remember how I use this word, Matthius?
I think it was when I talk about my hair and basically at the start
Yeah, I said
that
I
I'm
said
quite an anomaly. An anomaly?
anomaly. I'm gonna just quickly just check the pronunciation of this word. Anomaly. Yeah, anomaly. Yeah, the stress is on nom. The stress is on this second syllable. Anomaly. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna underline it here for us. Anomaly. And then you use this expression. It's a glitch in matrix, which is like a little joke. So a glitch. What's a glitch, Matthius?
And glitch is like a mistake, or
Yeah.
or
Okay.
or in video games, it's a bug.
Like
Basically
a bug.
something, yeah, basically something that's that's not right,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Like a critical error or something like that. Like yeah.
yeah. Basically, when
All right.
I walk around, and I'm basically completely quiet.
Yeah. When you walk around, is that correct? Walk.
Yeah, walk,
Walk. Walk. Walk.
walk,
Walk. Walk.
walk,
When you walk
walk.
around. Yeah.
Yeah, walk
Mhm.
around.
Very
I
good.
basically don't make any sound.
Yeah. 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 So and then there's this last phrase that I want to look at, and then we'll call it a day if that's okay with you.
All right.
So to put yourself in somebody else's shoes, or to put yourself in someone's shoes, what does that actually mean, Matthew? So if
That means that you are like trying to feel like that person. There's
Mhm.
also another thing that don't judge other person unless you walked a mile in their shoes.
Okay,
That's basically like
okay,
don't
I like
judge
it.
others.
Yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. But yeah. So to put yourself in someone's shoes, it means to be able to imagine yourself in their
As
position.
that as that
Sort of.
person,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So for example, hmm, some of you might be like, um, it's easy if I don't know. Some of you might
Uh,
be like, it's easy to it's easy to be an English teacher. You know, some people say it like it's easy to be a
yeah.
teacher these days. You know, anyone can become a teacher. But honestly, you have no idea, guys, what you're talking about unless you put yourself unless you put yourself into a teacher's shoes, which, to be honest, you have to try it like for a day at least to be a teacher. You know, so you don't know what you're talking about. I love my job, but it's just like for me, I can't. To understand, let's say, I don't know, a doctor. Yeah, it's a nice job to be a doctor, but I would have to put myself into the doctor's shoes in order to understand how it
Yeah.
feels, right? It's
Basically,
just not
doctors are under a lot of stress, and
exactly, exactly. A lot of blood everywhere, yeah, and all that. Yeah. Depends on the kind of doctor you are, I guess.
yeah,
But
also trying to figure out the patients, and then you have these like patients and that think that a few Google searches are better than the entire medical degree that doctor has.
exactly, exactly. And today I had a lesson with one of my students, and he prepared an article before our lesson. No. Sorry, it wasn't an article. We played an adventure game, a story adventure game on story adventures .co.uk, I believe it's called, and it was about something. What was what? I think I have lost my train of thought. How did I get here? What were we talking about before, Matthius?
Before that, we were like ending. We
No,
were
no, no. There
talking
was
about
something.
putting themselves into somebody's shoes, and we were talking about doctors.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, got it. So there was this story about like a death machine, and it was a machine somewhere in the future. It's a science fiction, which you just press a button, you insert a coin, press a button, and it will print a piece of paper for you with your fate, telling you the exact day of your death and how you die. Yeah. And in that story, the writer said that some people started using this machine instead of going to the doctor. Yeah. So that's, yeah. Anyway, it's irrelevant, everyone. That's okay. Yeah. That's a tangent at the end of this life lesson. I hope you enjoyed it, Matthias. I hope you had a good
Yes, I
time.
did.
Excellent. And perhaps it's not your last time then, if
Yeah.
that's the case.
Anyway, I would like to say that Nadia,
Nadia,
yeah,
yeah.
I will get better. Don't worry about it.
What did
Like
Nadia? What did? Oh. Nadia said,
yeah,
"Get better, Matthias." Okay.
yeah, I will. I survived worse. Like I cut my ankle. Was it not really a fun thing to
You
do?
cut your uncle or ankle.
Ankle.
Oh,
Wait,
thank God.
that's not ankle.
I was about to call the police. Yeah. Are you sure you cut your ankle and not uncle? Are you sure about
Ankle.
that?
I'm sure, but I don't think that part of body is called ankle.
How many ankles do you have?
I have two, but I'm
Doesn't help.
I'm sure that this is not actually on my ankle. What is this called?
Knee. Knee. Where
Yeah,
is it?
knee. Yeah,
Knee.
knee.
Knee or knee?
Knee.
Knee without K. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
And
cut your knee.
basically, yeah, not really fun experience. I was a child. Well, it was a few years ago because I'm still young. Basically, I was like running around. Basically, we were chasing each other because kids. And then there was a bus stop, and basically they had like these wooden benches, but they removed the wood and the steel was left, and it was like really spiky. And because I was running around, I cut myself on it.
God damn it. And what happened? Was there blood everywhere and you had to call a doctor?
There
Or
wasn't some blood anywhere,
did you scream?
but no, I'm not that kind of person to scream. But I don't really want to describe it. Only
Yeah.
thing that I'm going to say is that I could see my muscles moving.
Please don't describe it because this doesn't help the algorithm.
Yeah, I know.
People are gonna leave by this point. Yeah. Okay.
I
Anyways,
mean, we
the
are
end.
basically ending.
It's a nice little anecdote at the end of this live English lesson. Don't forget, if you want to join the Achievers Chamber, there will be a link in the description of this video. So also feel free to contact me on my social media or at teachersdenek@gmail.com. Matthias, have a lovely rest of the day and look after yourself. Yeah, be careful.
I will.
Watch out for wooden benches. All right.
I have to get my revenge on them. I don't think I will be careful around them.
Well, it is what it is, I guess then. All right, everyone. Bye. And thank you for
Bye.
watching. Bye bye.